Sometimes people ask me how to go about choosing a lawyer for an M&A transaction. And I start off with the notion that the choice of a lawyer in any circumstance is an intensely personal one that fundamentally comes down to trust. Do you trust this person to handle this incredibly important transaction for you? And once you assess trust, if you get to the point where, yeah, I think I do trust this person, then in connection with an M&A transaction, there are a couple of more specialized questions that I think you have to ask. One of those is, does this person actually practice in this area? Is this really something they do, or is it something that they're just dabbling in? Lots of lawyers may tell you that they practice in M&A or that they know how to spell M&A, but these transactions are incredibly complex. There are sophisticated and nuanced issues that arise in the transaction. And even a brilliant lawyer who doesn't practice in this area might just completely miss the fact that there's an issue or something to consider in connection with a provision in an M&A contract. So you really need someone who knows this area. And sometimes I use an analogy on this one. If you were going to set off to climb Mount Everest, would you be comfortable choosing just some random guide in a national park who's climbed plenty of mountains before to assist you? Or do you really want a Sherpa who's been to the top several times and knows what they're doing? I think you can see in this kind of a situation, you really do need someone who is that kind of a expert at the subject matter. The other area that I think is really important in choosing an M&A lawyer is accessibility, because when these deals get moving, issues come up at crazy hours, in the middle of the night or on weekends. And as the client, you want to know you can reach your lawyer, at any moment and get the advice and guidance that you will need. And if a lawyer isn't responsive and accessible like that, it isn't going to work very well for you, the client, in connection with the transaction. So once you've done all of that assessing, I'll tell you, there's plenty of good M&A lawyers out there. Then it really comes down to a personality fit. Do you like this person? Would you like to spend endless meetings sitting next to them and working through the transaction with them? Or are they going to drive you crazy? Fundamentally, settle on someone who you really connect with.